But I'm not going to do it. Welcome, everybody, to, what do you call it, an impromptu?
Yeah.
This is a special occasion. This is a special, non-clappable, no audio and extra sound effects version of our Wednesday show. Boom, bounce, gonna doodly doo. It's a Sepsiss Show. And the reason why we're doing the Wednesday show today's Monday. Everybody's looking right now at their calendars like, yo, what the hell's going on?
We're about to fuck your week up.
We're about to fuck your mom. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. But we are going to fuck your week up because it's Monday today.
Yeah, it's not Wednesday.
So if you're watching the podcast, you're probably like, why the fuck is this podcast on right now? It usually comes on Wednesday. Everybody knows the Sepsiss Show comes on at 7 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, let me.
Yes.
It's different with no audio things.
Yeah. But
yeah. So before we started the stream, we had a massive technological audio meltdown. And as a result, there is no funny noise bits that we normally have. It's currently driving me crazy because I want to reach over there and go, but it's not going to happen. We do have a couple of ongoing and perpetual conversations, especially in terms of shows. But before we get to that, if you're new here, this is a podcast about music, art, culture, technology, social medias, and more. All right. It is a program where we examine the details, the stories, articles about the music industry, advertising, marketing. We also cover social media, current events, cultural events, legal topics that relate mostly to the music industry. Mm-hmm. We do cover some other wacky topics too along the way.
Yeah, we'd like to get weird.
I think I'm gonna
as well as serious.
I'm gonna turn you up one shot.
We get serious and wacky.
Okay, there you go. Wacky me.
We almost said wacky Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday.
No, it's not. It's not. We talk about the logistics on the program, like physical media, storefronts, manufacturing. We talk about the devices, developers. We talk about the files, the programs, the players, the gadgets, and how music is delivered to us all online and, of course, in physical storefronts. We are a hard rock and heavy metal band from Manchester, New Hampshire. We'll talk about that in a moment. We are also activists, speakers. Some of us are models. No, not me. Streamers and content creators. And next to me is my co-host, the lovely Lexi Swarm.
Hello.
She does also screaming for the band, and she used to be the merch girl. We are hiring right now for a new merch girl and a bass player. We cover the topics, we cover the conversations and the challenges that other promoters, musicians, and bands in the music industry tend to avoid. We also cover the stories and articles everybody else is too paranoid or nervous to, or just too well-behaved to talk about. We talk about these things here because we don't believe that it's going to ruin our chances of becoming part of the music industry cult. We don't believe that telling you guys the truth is going to screw up our chances at being happy and playing music.
Well said.
That is the show. We're going to jump right in because we haven't gone over shows in a while. And I want to talk about how to book with us as a band. We'll talk a little bit about Swarmy Fest, and we'll talk about the shows coming up. And, we had a surprise over the weekend. We learned about the New England Hall of Fame, which I didn't know about until recently. So I was pretty shocked that we were, now we weren't inducted into the Hall of Fame or anything. Don't get your hopes up. But they have another rung in the ladder, so to speak. There's levels to this shit. No, I don't know. But you have the Hall of Fame, for people that have truly done great things and had esteemed career arcs, and folks that have a lot to show for themselves. I don't consider Sepsiss more at this point than a work in progress. So anytime that we get acknowledged or people give us credit for really doing anything, I'm truly thankful, and I'm blessed for the opportunity. So I'll share a little bit I'll share a little bit about that with you all, because I'm learning about it at the same time. Before we do that, let's talk about some shows. I have a new way I want to look at shows, Lex. I'm going to put the ticket links right up. Check it out. Like this.
Oh, shit. Okay. I love that.
I mean, this is cut off. I'm fine with it.
It's okay.
But I want to do this because it occurred to me, instead of trying to talk about shows or look for graphics or flyers, and then you and I rifle through the phone or through our notes trying to find out dates and details, sometimes we have a lot of shows. We don't have a ton of shows this season. We really have a limited amount of live events. So make sure you get yourself some tickets. Because if you see us playing somewhere like New Hampshire, chances are we won't be back in New Hampshire for a while, for months to come. So if you're going to plan on seeing us in New York this year, make sure you get out and see us in New York, because we probably won't be able to return for some time. You guys seen the gas prices, damn it. All right. So this is the next show that we're playing. We're going to be playing with the Cherry Frog. We love those guys. And of course, In the Wind. If you guys know about In the Wind, they have played Swarmy Fest before. So yeah.
It's so great to have them back.
And it's great to be playing with two Swarmy Fest bands that played on separate Swarmy Fest shows. I think that's so dope.
Oh, hell yeah.
You guys know it's by Loud Entertainment. Somebody please tag them. They're lovely people. But about Loud Entertainment, if you guys, here's the thing about Loud Entertainment. If you guys want to book a local show with us, you guys got to go through Loud Entertainment. That's the only people we book with. If you want to book us, in Idaho or something, that's a different story. But typically, that's how we book shows. So if you're and the reason why is because we don't want too many hands in the cookie jar. And I don't mean, that's not some economic slang. What I mean is, it's easier to organize shows locally with one or two promoters. I don't like to work with 10 promoters and have 5, 7, 8 different conversations going. It's much easier. We're a small band, and being a small band, one of the great things about being in a small band is you're not so large where you can't resolve conflicts easily. You're small enough where if somebody needs a ticket return or a t-shirt is too small for somebody, we can jump right in there and do a return. If you're in a huge band like Megadeth, you got to go hire people to do stuff that otherwise you could just do yourself. So that's why we work with Loud, because Loud Entertainment is a smaller company, a grassroots company, a truly local regional company. And what I mean by that is business to business relationships. People can get to know each other and work with each other over and over again with recognizable faces and people that are involved. People can stay up to date. People can stay connected. Everybody remembers who we are face to face, Mm-hmm. It's not so corporate where we have to, hire third parties to solve our problems for us. So, we can keep up to date and keep our conversations and bookings organized. So please, if you want to rock with us and you want to play a show with us, the best way to play a show with us is, of course, go to one of our shows. If you're not going to one of our shows, go to a Loud Entertainment show.
Even better.
Maybe you can't make it out to one of ours or whatever. We are a band that truly supports other bands in the sense that it's not just a slogan for us or something that sounds cool on Facebook. If you can't get out to one of our shows, schedule, calendar's not matching up, go out to a Loud Entertainment show because there's always brand new bands playing with them. There's a good cycle of guys and girls over there. Everybody's super talented. Everyone's respectful. And the shows are packed and really fun. It's focused on fun. It's fun first. It's friendships and family first over there. Book with Loud. And I mean that. A lot of fun. We've been, and as proof, we've been booking with Loud for what, 2 years or so. So yeah, and it's easy because we don't, instead of trying to book or organize with 10 people during the season, we only work with a couple people at a time. I love that because we can really focus in on each show and make them special. Mm-hmm. Each show can be unique. We kind of know, not just the bands, but we're familiar with the people that are going to the shows too. And that makes it fun, makes it predictably safe and high quality. It's dope.
Oh, yeah. Also makes it easier for us to do shows in the future so we can use them for peer review.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like if you go to the same promoters and productions, you can be a part of the storyline. You can be part of investing yourselves and your energy into the shows to make the shows even better. That's something that even fans can do,
Absolutely.
But I've talked to fans, and fans love going to Loud shows. What is this? Oh, wait, this is this one. Mm-hmm. I thought I had another thing there. We can talk about below. This. Is it? It's a show, right?
It's below.
Damn it.
Right there.
Okay. That's what happened.
Yep.
Oh, we got to talk about this one.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the other thing.
This one's fun.
Let me get rid of this one for now.
They're all fun, but this is fun.
I can't did I get rid of it? I'm going to go with it. So this is a new show that we announced recently. Check it out, y'all. Now, I told y'all, it is really a goal of mine to start playing shows that are truly different.
Absolutely.
I really like anytime that Sepsiss can install themselves in a unique style party, I want to do it.
Let's do it. I like that goal. We get to branch out and do something different.
Yeah. I love going to traditional rock shows. I love going to traditional metal shows. I'm a fan of heavy metal first. Not an expert.
Fan.
I'm a fan. Right. I'm not an expert rocker. I'm a fan first. And anything that people tag me with is after that. If you want to categorize me, categorize me as a fan first, because I feel like the most important thing that I can do at this stage in my life and career is be in a position to support others.
Definitely.
This is a cool thing. It's called Drag, Burlesque, Live Music, and Pro Wrestling.
Yes. It's there. That's a real thing.
Oh,
Wrestling fans.
Yo, Cabba Wrestle. I hope I'm saying this right, because this is the coolest thing ever.
If you're a wrestling fan, better come out to this.
Guys, it's this month. After we play the show that we just showed you. Mm-hmm. After we just play the show at Platinum City, slide over. May 30, Manchester, New Hampshire, Jewel Music Nightclub, Drag, Burlesque, Live Music, and Pro Wrestling, Cabba Wrestle. It's a no-brainer.
What a great combo.
Here we go. I'm showing
This
you
is a
now.
combo.
Oh, look, read it, Lex.
Let's do it.
This is dope.
Drag, burlesque, live music, and pro wrestling all wrapped up into one.
What?
Cabo Wrestle finally comes to Manchester. You heard it. They're coming. Cabo Wrestle is finally making its long-awaited debut in Manchester. Cabo Wrestle is a spectacle that blends professional wrestling, theater, drag, burlesque, and live music into one unforgettable night. The ring will be packed with Cabo Wrestle favorites, including Asana, Storytime champion, the mighty Bosch and Sid, Bosch and Sid, Vegan Keegan, Johnny Pierce, Uncut Gems, Daisy Brooks, PDAC, and more. They'll be joined by drag talents Ghost Graves, Buster Pants. I like that. Buster Pants.
Bust her pants.
I love that. That's great play on words.
Yo, this is the kind of shit that we've always wanted to do.
Absolutely. Christian Side Hog.
Why not
I
say?
love this.
Hey, why do I feel like you want to meet them?
I do. Jenna Nova, Cabana Love. Oh, cool. Along with
I love
burlesque duo Chrissy Buns
What?
and Gula Mortiz.
Whoa.
Ooh, this is fancy. I like this.
That's crazy.
I like this. Yeah, this will be fun. Here we go. All this and get ready for it, Swarmies and listeners. All this and the New Hampshire Metal Swarm Sepsiss will perform.
Wow.
This is a one-night only gathering. All of the stars from across the performing arts delivering a high energy, anything can happen experience that's loud, strange, theatrical, and completely unique. You want to get nuts?
Holy
Come
shit.
on, let's get nuts.
I'm just going to tell you, like, when they said that it was high energy, loud and strange and theatrical, I immediately thought of you and Melissa. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought of the others. And I said, wow, no, this is really fitting.
This is really what we are.
Yeah,
We're high energy.
no, I fit into the strange category, too.
Yeah, this is great. Strange.
Wow. So they y'all have it.
Come on down, guys. May 30th, Jewel Nightclub, Manchester, Cabo Wrestle.
That's crazy, right? All right.
Hell yeah.
So this is kind of cool. We found this over the weekend. I know a lot of y'all saw it. I just want to talk a little bit about it. Not only to tip my hat to the lady that wrote this. I got to look at it again. I'm pulling it up. Bingo. There we go. All right, so here it is, guys. Sepsiss 2026 New England Music Hall of Fame Band of the Year. If I had the clappy thing, I'd clap it.
Woo!
Now I'm making this. See this face I'm making? I'm making this face because I didn't. We didn't see this one coming. Before I get started, even talking or reading or reflecting, I do want to say this. For me, Sepsiss has always been kind of a DIY work in progress. I'm saying that to be polite. So when we won the New England Music Awards in 2019, I was shocked then. Because, you know, me and Melissa never won anything. And when we started this, everybody said that they hated our music. Many people still do. Everybody, there was a large group of people in New England that developed a taste for us, whereas maybe a larger group of people think that we suck and still do. Like, out of a lot of places, When it comes to people congratulating us, for instance, like when we won the New England Music Awards in 2019, like we had a lot of like our friends and family congratulated us, but the musicians and bands, they didn't even congratulate us, you know. And I'm not I'm not bitter. It's just something that we had to learn, you know. And in the past, when people have been skeptical, okay, about us, when we point out fragmented pockets of the scene or the ideological community, when you pull people away from the construct, they tend to agree with us. That the scene is kind of cliquey and bitchy.
Yeah.
And it can be superficial and weak and petty, and it's, you know, rumor driven and telephone games and clout chasing and trolling and insulting each other. And we point this out a lot. And some people will say, oh my goodness, you guys are overreacting. And then I'll ask them, well, how many awards have you won? How unique are you? You know, how many immigrants do you have in your band? Right? How many handicapped people or gay people, or how many people are in your band that don't look the part or that aren't heavy metal? Or how many people are in your band when other people look at them, they just don't look like they can make it. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not in the position to play the victim card, because this is our 4th award in New England. This is an opportunity to do the exact opposite and show everybody that if you think that you're weird, or maybe you think you're too black, or if you think that you're old or not metal enough, then maybe you could really limit yourself and cripple your self-esteem if you tried to fit in too much with what the scene was doing. Maybe some of y'all don't want to win awards or get on the charts or go on Octane Radio or play large festivals. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We don't sign up to win awards. You know, we didn't sign up to win the New England Music Awards. We don't sign up for band battles or contests. We didn't sign up for this, which kind of makes it really special for us, because we never thought that we'd ever get any recognition, especially in our hometown or our region, because we are different and we do stand out, and we're not that metal, and we're not accepted by everybody in the scene. But if you want to win awards, maybe being a part of the scene and being so uniform isn't how you do it. But no matter how you want to look at it, whether you're trying to fit in or fit out, I think the important thing to learn from us winning 4 awards here in New England, when other people ask me how we've done it, I remind them to just be themselves. So there it is. Founded in 2019, their mission is to unite, educate, influence, promote, and preserve the integrity of New England's music and the people who embody it. We want to help out not just the music, but the musician. Music has no gender or race, just like we don't discriminate. Wow, that's a powerful message. You know, that's really true. Like
That's beautiful.
Yeah, like genres of music are kind of like people.
Yeah.
Music is just music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter what type of music you listen to, there's something for everybody. All right, so this is written by, I love this, Heidi Water. She killed this. This is so good. I'm a fan of stuff like this because I do stuff like this. I like to write a little bit. You know, me and Melissa like to do the big posts and stuff. We have a little fun with this role play journalism, but this is the real thing here. Lex, you want to read it?
Yes.
Okay, my eyes. You got glasses. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like this.
Okay.
Look, there you are. You're in the picture.
Woo! Hi.
So if those of you who are like, oh, how did you guys win the New England Music Awards? Or how did you guys get involved with the New England Music Hall of Fame? Let's hear it from them.
The New Hampshire-based band Sepsiss, Sepsiss.com, go to Sepsiss.com, is no stranger to award winning. The New England Music Award, Hard Rock Heavy Metal Act of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2023. However, on May 30th, 2026, that's right, May 30th, at Club Jewel in Manchester, New Hampshire, they will be given the most elite award a New England band can get. They will be awarded the 2026 New England Music Hall of Fame Band of the Year.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
The band consists of William Savant on guitar, Melissa Wolf vocals, Sriracha Hot Sauce on the guitar, Lexi Swarm keyboards and vocals, and Salvatore Pan on the drums.
They must really be serious because they got our names right.
Yeah, they even spelt it right too.
That never happens.
Great job.
That's so good. Whoever did this really did their homework. Well, that's Heidi. That would be
Melissa Waters.
That would be Heidi.
Heidi, sorry. Heidi Waters. I was thinking of Melissa.
Could be a pseudonym.
Sepsiss isn't just a rock band. Armed with a passionate fan base, that's you, Swarmies. Armed with a passionate fan base, viral social media skills, e-commerce, live streaming, and event building backgrounds, Sepsiss is not just your average metal band. Founders Melissa Wolf and William Savant carved their path from multi-genre backgrounds, inheriting their parents' generational music roots.
That's the truth. They must have really
She did the homework.
I was going to say, this is actually true.
The band specializes in top tier physical and
Hey now.
we don't get too physical.
Hey,
And
I'm looking at those dumbbells over there like I need to get to work.
right? Physical and visual live performance experiences. Sepsiss is reinforced by their global fan base, the Swarm, countless social media fans, and DIY independent social communities. Shout out to everybody on the Discord and Patreon.
It's true.
Sepsiss has been covered by hundreds of publications, racked in millions of online views, and has performed and played hundreds of shows across the region in the Northeast over the past 13 years, building a reputation for advocacy and fairness in the music industry, releasing music each year, and their layers of content, podcasts, and gaming communities, ICG. Sepsiss is a 3-time and undisputed hard rock heavy metal award-winning combination. Armed with a viral message and a passionate community, Sepsiss is ready to take the world by storm.
Wow, that's really powerful. People are going to think I wrote this.
No, Heidi Waters wrote it.
That's good, though. This is really powerful, actually.
It's so inspiring.
I'm going on to you.
Part of Sepsiss' mission statement is Sepsiss, art and music isn't made for popularity or moral praising. We actually don't manufacture our ideas or music for everyone.
Oh, shit.
So when we say we are inclusive, for example, we don't mean pedophiles, racists, and abusers.
Yeah, we can't have everybody. Like,
Gotta have
I know everybody wants all-inclusive.
But no.
But if I said, when we mean all-inclusive, we don't mean people that beat animals.
No abuser, no racist.
Yeah, we welcome
no
everybody.
pedophile.
We welcome everybody to the party, unless you're like a sex offender. That's really cool. That's so cool. 2006 New England Music Hall of Fame Media Awards winner. That's also the Bellas.
The Bellas.
Artist of the Year, Greg Sherrod. I'm going to go check this out. And then below is the 2026 Hall of Fame inductees. That's a big deal. Wow. There you have it.
That's freaking awesome.
There y'all have it.
So another reason to come to the show May 30th at Jewel Nightclub.
Yeah, so we can do this together.
Yeah.
We'll do it together.
together.
And you're right, so we're going to see wrestling, burlesque, and then we're going to jam out. That's so dope.
With our passionate fan base.
That's crazy. Lexi, are you clapping a lot because we don't have the clap button?
Yes.
Okay. You're feeling it. Like
I feel like you want to put the clap on.
I do. Look at this.
Yeah.
See this one?
This is crazy. This is wild. Here we are.
3 dots?
Yeah.
I can't stand that.
Stop seeing.
Where? Where do you see that? Stop seeing it. Not interested. They're just going to give us another one. All right, guys, check it out. If you didn't know, here comes another attack ad. So, Saliva frontman. Oh, you know, there's two. There's Bobby, right? And the other fellow there, Josie. Apparently, and this is never fun, obviously. It's like a real deal. What the fuck is this? It's a real nightmare being in a band and, playing a great show or a terrible show and then having to discover that your trailer or your gear has been stolen.
It's like a nightmare for any traveling.
I don't think people realize that greasy, beer-soaked, oily rockers getting back in their vans have spent their entire lives. We have spent our entire lives investing ourselves in high-resolution recordings and going to cool studios and hooking up with the well-known producers and purchasing fancy gear and, renting wardrobes or buying new wardrobes, building art, all to get back in our dirty sneakers, sweaty clothes, and play another show for you guys. It is a nightmare and terrible for a person to go through all of that and then play a show and walk out to have their gear be stolen. It's just such a sad thing. So I figured I would just share this anyways. If I ever get past the ads. Tulsa police recovered the stolen trailer and gear for ex-Saliva frontman Josie Scott. See? Sometimes, and I'm hoping that the story remains positive, but I was like, I know we share a lot of challenging topics here on the podcast, but sometimes it's nice to share a little bit of silver in the silver lining.
Absolutely.
So apparently, normally when people get ripped off like this, you never find it again. This is driving me nuts. I can't concentrate like that. See what I'm doing, you guys? Instead of talking to you guys, I'm clicking on this ad down here. Look, there's another one. For the next half an hour, you guys can just watch me do this. Right? That's ridiculous. Look at how aggressive it is.
It's like harassing.
There's video games that don't require you to point and click that much. I should get paid for just exiting out of ads. Fucking carpal tunnel syndrome.
That really caused it.
Former Saliva vocalist Josie Scott opens another ad on the bottom of the screen. The fuck?
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
The way you said it was like it was a part of the article.
It feels like it's a part of the article. I feel like it's part of my life. This shit is crazy.
We have to make light of it or we're going to go insane.
Or we're going to make dark of it.
Right.
Here it comes again. It wants me to give up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Former Saliva vocalist Josie Scott has shared a massive positive update regarding the recent theft of his band's equipment. Last week, the singer revealed that his tour trailer was stolen in Tulsa, Oklahoma, taking, quote, years worth of equipment. See what I said?
Years.
Oh, yeah.
Years.
Leave the fucking music alone.
For real. For real. Leave it the fuck
Think
alone.
of all the police officers you could punch in the face.
Punch
Stop
them.
fucking playing with the musicians.
Seriously.
Think of all the sex offenders you could break their arm.
Take that energy and break
Right.
their arm.
Right. Go find a thief,
Fucking
a
the
crack dealer. Go find some terrible person like Elon Musk and break his fucking nose. Stop playing around with the musicians, man. They just want to play music.
Just let us play music.
For real, man.
Why is that so difficult?
So, thankfully, he got it back, including guitars, amplifiers, basses, drums, along with it. My God.
Not all
No, I know
stories
some-
end up like this though. Like some people like never get their stuff back.
Ever.
Like, it never
it's
ends
not
like that
some, it's most.
Yeah.
Most people get fucked, and that's it. Like, I'm getting fucked over with this ad right here. See this? I'm getting fucked over with this ad, and that's it. It's just going. Look at this. They got Ludacris. Get him out of here.
He's over here selling endurance.
When you move, I move. Just like that. The fuck is wrong with you? Look, hey, DJ, bring that back. You stupid motherfucker. I'm going crazy. I'd like to tell you more about this, but apparently Ludacris wants the fucking spotlight. What the fuck is going on here?
Just has to sell us a car warranty.
Holy shit.
That's more
The
important.
situation has been completely resolved. According to a newly issued press release, the Tulsa Police Department successfully tracked down the stolen vehicle and recovered all the gear intact and places the suspect into custody. Following the initial theft, the rock music community quickly rallied to get this lady out of my face. What the fuck? No! Oh my God, this is like a nightmare.
Oh my god.
How am I going to do the show? Following the initial theft, the rock music community quickly rallied to keep the band on the road. I've got too much ADD for this wild shit. They got dogs eating food, Ludacris running around, Fat Joe leaning back. Now you got the bottom of the screen going crazy with fucking... Yo, what the fuck is going on? You know I got mental health issues. Now the original equipment has been secured, the loan items have been sent back, and all the fans' donations will be fully refunded. Josie Scott, founding voice of Saliva, has confirmed that the band's stolen tour trailer has been successfully recovered. Son of a bitch. And, you know... It's a good thing it wound up like that because Lexi's right. A lot of times it doesn't. So good for them boys. Mm-hmm. I never seen the Josie Scott version live. The other guy there is really good. Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's cool.
Oh, here I go again, asking for more trouble. That's what I'm...
Every time you say "Here we go again," I always think of that.
Here we go again.
I always think of that classic rock song.
And this is for everybody at home. Look at how fucking miserable this looks.
Okay, when I first looked at this picture,
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was like some sort of like prison
It's
or
something-
military building. Like, what's the point? Like, that?
Looks like a gun tower for fucking North Korea. Nothing against my lovely Korean people. We love you.
It's like a military fucking.
It looks scary is all I'm saying. Looks like a rocket hangar.
Right. They're going to shoot somebody.
So this is for the people.
But people are like,
We're a Manchester band, but being in Manchester is like being from Nashua, and being from Nashua in Manchester is kind of like being from Concord. This is the state capital.
yeah.
I just wanted to share this with you. For those of you that don't know where we're from, this is it. Take a look.
That's our state capital.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Welcome to Miami with a Players Play. We're riding on them things like every day. All right, so let's take a look. Look, they can't even afford the big font.
No.
What the font you doing?
Look with the Concord.
What is this? Look at, I think it's an ad. It's out to get me. All right, so despite announcements that the redevelopment of Steeplegate Mall was back on the books, the owners of the aging retail complex are still held up in court and owe the city more than, oh my God, $600,000.
Oh.
So I just want to share this with you. This is the mall. If you think your life was bad right now, if you were having problems, I don't know, paying utility bills or, keeping up with your Klarna, take a good look at the mall in the capital of New Hampshire. You're not the only one.
They owe over $500,000.
Think about that. We've got more Facebook. We got more Facebook trolls than that.
Do they
it's crazy.
Bills? Jeez.
That is crazy.
That's the mall.
But I just wanted to share with you for all those people that felt bad for themselves. No.
Check out your local mall.
Like, who's gonna imagine you owned like a really nice record store or something? Are you gonna go in there and
board it up
and put your store in there?
No.
That's crazy, huh?
No.
I think retail storefronts and physical storefronts have an uphill battle. J.C. Penney challenged the demolition. Oh, I bet you did. The majority of Steeplegate in 2024 citing its lease. Wow. So they couldn't even. So the owners of the mall couldn't pay for the bread, but J.C. Penney argued that their lease wasn't up. Imagine that. That's like renting an apartment, right? And then your landlord not paying the mortgage, and then them trying to kick you the fuck out. The feds come back in and try to take the land back. And you're like, wait a minute, but my lease isn't up with my landlord. And the landlord's out $600,000 hiding somewhere on fucking Jeffrey Epstein's island.
We're in a mess. The world is crumbling, but
I'm just showing you guys. If you wanted to feel bad for yourself, this is New Hampshire. This is a mall in the capital of New Hampshire. Mm-hmm. So if you thought that it's not just your city, it's not just your band, it's not just
your bubble,
right? Everywhere is a shit show. I just wanted to share that with y'all.
That's the real key takeaway.
In case you thought you were special. Moving right along. Listen to this shot.
You want me to read it?
Oh, yeah. You knew what time it was when you saw it. That's if you read, I'll attack the ads.
Okay. Gen Z is rebelling against a comedy with disillusionomics.
Yeah. That's a
new word.
I also think that is that fucking made up. Let's start this over.
I think it's made up, but could we please check?
Yes.
Sorry, everybody. I just needed a second to read that word.
It's not a real word.
It's not a real word.
Disillusionomics is a term. It's a term. It's slang coined by Alice Lassman. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
Extreme financial realism. Let's do it.
Okay. Tackling near six-figure debt by turning...
Read the whole thing.
Okay. Gen Z is rebelling against the economy with disillusionomics, tackling near six-figure debt by turning life into a giant list of income streams. Okay. What happens when a generation is raised on economic promises that never materialize? Gen Z may want to ask their older siblings, the millennials, how that turned out, as the Great Recession of 2008 and the ensuing quote-unquote jobless recovery left millions of altered lives, if not dashed dreams, in its wake. But as the oldest Gen Zers approach the 30-year-old benchmark, the economic habits of a generation who was born during a financial regime change are looking increasingly different from those of the generation that lived through it. The Zoomers double as the so-called doom spenders, dishing out hundreds of dollars on concert tickets or international travel, entrenching the YOLO economy that emerged in 2021 amid the meme stock craze. Gen Zers average $94,000 in personal debt, the highest of any generation, and far more than millennials, which is at a $59,000, and Gen X, which is $53,000.
How the fuck did they get in debt?
I'm going to say probably student loans.
Nope. By the assholes who came before them.
Let's continue. This could be easily written off as the financial mismanagement of youth, but taken as a whole, Gen Z's outlook on the economy is at once a rejection of conventional wisdom and a deep, almost subconscious absorption of the commodification of everything. Economist and author Alice Lassman, a British Gen Zer herself, has written for Business Insider about her personal disillusionment after her stint at Columbia led to a verbal, later rescinded offer to be an economist at USAID. She calls Gen Z's approach to economic life disillusionomics, or a way to cope with an uncertain and mystifying financial future. Why is everything so mystifying with this whole future thing?
Well, I'm going to tell you something, though. Every generation has its own set of scams, snake oil. I mean, for excuse me, from the people in the 1800s, it was agriculture and slavery.
Mm.
That was the big. Now scam the vehicle and the delivery system for scams is the fucking internet.
Yeah, we just read about that last week about the scams.
So
on the internet.
it's not this. It's not just like, oh man, there's tons of people. I think it's so much of like focusing on Gen Z. It's like focusing on Gen Z's set and categories of scams and bullshit that they're going through. The boomers had their shit. Vietnam was a hack scam.
Mm-hmm. It was difficult times then.
Right. Okay, and of course you had the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm. Definitely difficult times.
In all of these circumstances, what you have is like greed and war.
Mm-hmm.
So we wouldn't be happy. So when you ask, like, why is Gen Z in debt? And then we go in and hyper focus on them having this. It's kind of like this lady here, Alice. Excuse me. She had like there's like Gen Z symptomatic, you know.
Yeah, like we're victims.
And there's some kind of a syndrome.
Yeah.
Do you
get
get
sickness? Yeah.
Right. As if to say that our parents didn't have, alcohol, diet pills, speed, Vietnam syndromes. Syndrome. Wouldn't wear a condom syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have, and then for the people before them, I mean, let's not forget about child abuse in the Catholic Church. I mean, today we're talking about, Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and the kids on Little St. James Island. But every generation has its Little St. James. We had the Catholic
version.
Yes, we had the Catholic, and we had.
That's true.
Yes, we had the child services, group homes, YDSU, YDC, Chris Sununu, youth development, sexual assault cases, and extreme violence. And you see those same type of things play out.
It's still going on. Nothing's changed there.
Right. I don't think this is like
This isn't significant to just Gen Z.
The slang, and like the code words, I guess, the internet speak has been updated and all of that, but it's still the same shit talking. We're still dealing with the same greed.
Yeah.
People are still greedy and horny and hungry for power.
We live in a capitalist society.
Right, I feel like
They want to inherit the debt from that.
How come they're like that? And we focus on them, and we make that, a project, and we make, we do all of our studies on that. But I mean, people were just as crippled.
Yeah.
In Prohibition. Remember Prohibition? And of course, we weren't there, but
the history, history.
Right, that's not ancient history. We can look that up right now, tonight.
Yeah.
We can.
It was only 50 years ago, 150 years ago.
Right. So, like, I think people will read an article like this and not look up Prohibition, or not look up. Okay, well, let's look at other. Let's look at how they treated rock and roll during Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley. Were people freaking out about it and acting like morons? Yes.
Yeah.
Were people stealing music? When at the birth of Billboard and radio.
Absolutely.
Were people exploiting artists and stealing music? 100%.
Absolutely.
Now they're just doing it on Spotify, not on FM radio.
It's just a different cape, same story.
Right. Same sheet, different Klansmen.
Yep. It's the same shit over and over and over again. So this isn't significant to Gen Z.
Not really. Like, we can fine tune and talk about it. I'm glad we were able to look at it, though. It's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we have, at least you and I, I'm not going to speak for everybody. I feel like you and I have a correspondence and an intellectual depth to kind of spread this out, sprinkle this out on a more panoramic level. We can look at that more broadly.
Absolutely.
Without being generic. I think that goes into, we don't have to focus in on them kids like they have a fucking syndrome. I'm tired of doing that.
Right.
And let's look on the other side too. We need to stop blaming everything on boomers.
Right. Not everything is like that in life.
Right.
We can't just blame everything on one person or one generation.
Just like classify like all the the old folks don't want to part with the land. Not all of them agree with that.
And this is where we say stop generalizing.
That's gonna be tough for a lot of people. Where are we at? Can you point to it?
So looks like we just read this one.
Okay, we'll go to that one then.
Yeah.
This is an update from our shit from the other day. I'm just gonna go over it because we did it last week. I try to keep the story going.
Because it does keep going.
Because it keeps going.
Breaking.
Ready?
Welcome back to the show.
Surprise! We're back. No.
Did you guys like the break?
So what I was gonna say is Taylor Swift and Rihanna. TikTok scams are surging. Don't click the links, it says.
I saw an AI Rihanna song, and I first thought I didn't know at first that it was AI, so I clicked on it on YouTube.
Of course you
did. And there's a music video. I was like, oh, she came out with a new song.
No, okay. It's Donald Trump's ass.
No, she did not come out with a new song. It was AI slop. It was AI.
You know that's going to be the
So,
new thing.
like, going on with this article, I'm just like, oh my god, this explains why I'm seeing Rihanna.
No,
AI.
it's like when people used to buy ringtones. I used to be like, that's not the real music. It would be like some scratchy version.
Or like their voice is like really off and like high auto tune.
And it's like,
This
yeah,
is
you got
Britney Spears.
that goddamn ringtone. Where'd you buy that? And like they bought it in some crazy far off country. It's like it's like so you downloaded a virus to your grandmother's Nokia.
She hates you.
Right.
You're not using my Nokia ever again.
Right. Baby Shark every 15 minutes. So I wanted to say before we go any further, it says don't click the links. Like, it's 2026, and that's what you got to be worried about.
Clicking links.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everybody should, on one hand, we should all be on the internet, and that's like the general idea is if you're not on this app and if you're not on the internet, somehow you're prehistoric. But like, what's the point of being on the internet? What's the point of building up all these websites? What's the point in having a big .com explosion if it literally fucking explodes?
There's no point. There's no point.
Really though, what's the point of having data centers and building all these Instagram pages up if you're gonna get 100,000 followers and then they're gonna call the fucking police on you?
Capitalism. Greed.
Don't click the links. Why is that even a warning? Fine, I'll do something else then.
I just won't be on the internet.
That's the problem.
Frolic in the
don't. So somebody, when you say that to me, I'm like, what do you mean? Don't? Because I won't. Don't means no. Then I'm not gonna no more.
Right. Ever again.
Right. Don't click the links. Fine, I won't. Anytime I ever see Rihanna's shiny head, I won't hit the button.
No. Not gonna do it.
Sorry, I like your head, Rihanna. I'm just making a joke. It's just content. I like your head, Rihanna. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. The latest AI-powered scam alert. Online grifters are using AI deepfakes of Hollywood faves, including Taylor Swift, Rihanna, to bait TikTok users into signing up for fraudulent reward programs.
They know how to get in your pants.
They know how to get in your ear hole. According to a new report by CopyLeaks, TikTok has seen a rise in fake red carpet videos of AI-generated celebrities like Kim Kardashian that appear to encourage users to sign up for fraudulent, malicious services. Examples include late-night clips of Swift advertising mysterious TikTok Pay features and press circuit clips of Rihanna chilling views of reward programs. If you didn't know. The synthetic impersonations aren't entirely convincing, as you already know, with typically unsettling facial movements.
Right.
And unsynchronized audio, but that's not stopping alleged scammers. It's also not stopping stupid people too.
Right.
Many, and that's not what I mean. You guys aren't stupid. You're just impulsive. Many of the clips use TikTok branding. Ooh, that really fucking heightens the credibility.
Woo!
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see anything branded with TikTok and think, oof, high credibility. What are they talking about? I got more credibility in seeing a Wu-Tang symbol.
Right.
Than seeing it watermarks, right?
Fuck out of here.
You show me an Instagram watermark, I think the SWAT team's showing up.
Right.
When users click on the videos, they are redirected to third-party sites that then solicit their daughters. Yep. No question. I don't care about this stuff. I mean, here's the thing. I do feel bad for the celebs. But, while they're fucking around with Rihanna, some actual little kid is getting assaulted and abused by an actual psychopathic criminal in a chat room somewhere. I don't give a shit about deep fake Rihanna.
Right.
Because real little girls, right, because real little girls and real kids and real adults are getting abused and scammed and dragged. And Rihanna is safe wherever she is. Hopefully. We hope. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus. I guess we'll talk about it for a very small amount of time. We always do a little social meteors.
Here's the meteor.
Instagram crack. No, I'm just kidding. Instagram sells crack. No, oh, God. Just joking. Instagram cracks down on content aggregators. Aisha, she was the girl that I never had. You know, I don't want to sing in key at all because
why?
I'll be arrested.
Well, you have a good voice.
Well, not for social meteors.
That's true.
The bots will come in. It's like Judge Dredd. No, the Demolition Man.
I don't like that.
Have you ever seen the Demolition Man?
No.
We're gonna watch it.
Okay. I'm excited.
Write it down.
Okay.
We gotta see it like tonight.
Ooh. Okay.
So you guys see? There's stuff to do.
There's a lot to do.
We're not gonna see it in theaters.
Demolition Man.
I can tell you that. We're not gonna see it in theaters.
I marked it in.
Good.
Penciled in.
Fantastic. Espontang. So Instagram announced on fucking Thursday that accounts that regularly repost content they didn't create or primarily share other people's work as photos and carousels will no longer be eligible. Sharing things on the internet is no longer allowed. The Meta-owned platform said another thing they're going to start red taping you guys for snitching. And of course, the hackers are going to get out there and start, false flagging, snitching on everybody. Rat class, white glove snitch society Meta. Mm-hmm. The Meta-owned platform says the idea behind the change is to ensure that creators, because they care about it so much, of original content get the credit they deserve and distribution they deserve. It's worth noting that these protections were already in place for Reels and are now being applied to photos and carousels, which are the posts that feature a collection of images and videos in a swipeable format. Oh my God, they're going to start snitching on photos.
Yep.
That's me. That's you.
Thought police.
Who's me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Thought police.
The update targets, because how you know?
You don't. That's the issue with the thought police.
Okay, like say you have a party and we all take a picture at the party of the party and everyone at the party. Mm-hmm. And everyone at the party tags each other and then we all upload slightly different pictures of all the same people at the party tagging everyone at the party.
Uh-huh.
And then we all upload it to fucking Facebook, and then the fucking Facebook police show up because we're all stealing copywritten material. Is that the idea?
That's the idea.
Then we all get disabled, and then our accounts get fucking hacked by weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the internet is over. And that is the issue with thought police.
The Instagram classifies original content as content somebody wholly created or reflects their unique perspective, such as photos or videos they took or content they designed. What happened to fair use? Additionally, Instagram, that means everything right here, right now is illegal.
Yep, we're doing everything illegal right now.
That picture that's in the corner right there belongs to somebody else. Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
We
are illegal.
Whoever made the art and the font for TechCrunch, they come over and hit me over the head with a copyright claim.
Yep.
For instance, using existing third-party content, such as the one that's up on my screen right now as I'm reading, or meme templates, popular clips is fine, I guess. as long as users edit it by adding an element that enhances the content like I'm doing right now.
That's the only way it's not illegal.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, no, that's no fun. You guys made the internet no fun.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Zuckerberg, you suck.
It's like that'd be like, let me explain too. That'd be like it's illegal for you to read a book.
That's exactly what they're saying. Because you have to enhance the book or change it that enhances the
That'd
content.
be like if somebody made a Sepsiss cover and they made it to the best of their ability to the original. I wouldn't be mad at them. I'm not mad at you, yo. I mean, we're going to have to get you some coffee. We only got 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Da 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 da. Happy day, happy time. If you're a person, you should be happy.
Also, a federal appeals court today upholding the...
You know, I want to read it.
Ooh.
I'm going to read this for all you Trump fans and all you MAGA hat fans out there. This next one's
Other
for you.
people that don't believe the court.
Sometimes it's tough. And, you know, the thing is when you are in a position of extreme accountability and you've been given the opportunity that I have, a lot of people try to wag and wave their finger at me sometimes and warn me that being outspoken and being too honest about the way things work in America, the judicial system, the prison system, the music industry, what we do here on this podcast, our activism, and when we speak out, especially against adjudicated sex offenders, predators, and powerful men that abuse women and children. People are constantly, I guess you could say they warn me that me being so outspoken is taking a risk and risking my chances at being part and belonging to some of these important and powerful institutions and groups. People tell me all the time that by me speaking out, being an advocate for fair treatment in the music industry, they warn me that I risk my chances at being a part of the music industry by doing that. And I don't believe you. So, I believe it's the opposite. I believe you guys aren't speaking out enough. And I think when you're put in a position like me, where, you know, you have platforms, you have intelligent people around you, and there's a community of musicians that are completely silent. When you look around at and see the things that are happening in current events, when you see how many musicians are silent when we're all watching on TikTok and social media on TV, watching families getting broken up in the middle of the street, watching police officers shoot American citizens. I think we are in a dangerous free fall when we can't acknowledge, you know, whether you're a fan of politics or not, when you can't acknowledge or concede that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election, for instance, when you have a hard time, condemning, you know, violence against, you know, Capitol Police, when you have a hard time just speaking clearly about that, and you look around and you see musicians and artists and so many people that are silent on it, when you are somebody like myself and you have the ability to speak, you got to speak up. So I realize I have to be a persuasive person, and a lot of people aren't going to like me for that, because being persuasive is also being driven. But you have to be in a world where people don't want to accept the truth. So that's why we put the articles up on the screen so you guys can read along with us, because we know without us, you ain't going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have a whole family of people that don't know what's going on, but if I can get to one of you guys, then I've done my part. I've told you a million times that over 20 women have come forward in the past with allegations and reports on Donald Trump abusing them, sexually abusing them, groping them. You guys know, with a simple Google search or a search on your favorite AI, you know you can confirm that over 20 women have come forward alleging abuse received from Donald Trump. You guys know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that people will argue and debate, because there is no court involved, because there are no experts involved, or because there were settlements, or because perhaps there was lack of an investigation, and that's all the well. But turn your attention to the appeals court in terms of E. Jean Carroll and the idea that Carroll was awarded $80 million in court after being defamed for being abused by this man. I'm going to have Lexi read it because she's a woman, and we'll return with commentary slightly after.
Trump appeals court won't hear Trump's challenge to E. Jean Carroll verdict. Carroll was awarded $83 million in damages for her defamation claims.
Okay, so what that means is that, for those that you don't know, an appeal is a process that somebody that's gotten in trouble for something and they don't like the conclusion. In this case, Trump got found liable for sexually abusing a woman. Okay? She claimed that Trump had physically abused her. They had their day in court about it, and unfortunately, Trump was found liable for sexually abusing her. Okay? Now, whether you like that conclusion or not, that's not what this conversation is about. I'm just explaining to you the process of the court. So when somebody doesn't like that decision, in this case, Donald Trump didn't like the decision of the court, there's a process, there's a chain of command where you can appeal it. And that's what we're talking about now, the process of appeal.
A federal appeals court in New York on Wednesday rejected President Donald Trump's request.
They what?
A federal appeals court in New York on Wednesday rejected President Donald Trump's request.
They rejected it.
They rejected it.
Okay.
Rejected the request that Donald Trump made to an appeals court in New York on Wednesday to rehear his challenges to the writer E. Jean Carroll's successful defamation claims. A jury awarded Carroll $83 million in damages.
Who did?
A jury.
Who did?
A jury.
In court.
In court, a jury of
Okay.
their peers
Okay.
awarded Carroll $83 million in damages in 2024.
And when you defame somebody, okay, and let's look it up so everybody can be
Yeah.
caught up. Defamation. The reason why I know what it means, but the reason why I want to do it this way is because this is a legal This is a legal case. And I think because so much misinformation and slang, we all do it. We're all guilty of it. We're all, we all talk loose and casual, and we talk a lot of slang. I think it's important in this setting for us to be accurate. Defamation is the act of harming a person's reputation through false public statements. So, when the writer, author, Miss E. Jean Carroll, okay, when she won her case, Donald Trump went to TV and went to public conversations and started calling her a liar and saying that it never happened and insulting her. So aside from her winning the sexual assault case, she also won the defamation case as well. I think that should be understood. Please.
After she successfully argued that Trump defamed her with comments he made disputing her claim he sexually abused her in a Bergdorf Goodman dressing room in the 1990s.
A jury awarded her $83 million. Why?
She successfully argued that Trump defamed her.
Oh, okay.
That means she had evidence and she was successful with bringing forth her case and evidence.
Got you.
That Trump defamed her.
And a jury awarded her.
A jury
Got
of their
you.
peers
And
awarded her.
And what did he defame her about?
Trump defamed her with comments he made disputing her claim he sexually abused her in a Goodman dressing room in the 1990s.
Got you. A jury found that in a result of the comments, Carol was harassed and humiliated, subject to death threats. So, in this story, whether you like it, whether you don't, this is just an ongoing story. We'll talk about it like that to be fair to everybody listening. So, but if you're keeping score, a jury found that as a result of Trump's comments, the lady, even after, if you're keeping up with it, even after she was sexually assaulted by Trump, he went on TV and harassed and humiliated her, and then she was subject to death threats. So if you're keeping up with the story, he sexually assaulted her and then humiliated her on TV, and then she was subject to death threats. And a jury found it was because of Trump. Now, whether or not you agree with that, we can have that conversation. Right, we can have that conversation away from here.
Made the decision.
I didn't start the war in Iran, and I'm not one of the jurors. I'm saying the jurors found that he was responsible for that. Lexi.
Trump, who has denied all wrongdoing, tried unsuccessfully to substitute the United States as a defendant and to raise a claim of presidential immunity.
It's not the president's job to rape people. Go ahead.
In its decision Wednesday, the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals said both arguments were raised too late.
Yeah, it's not. It's also not. It's not a presidential duty. It's not a presidential act to insult people on TV.
The judge says, quote, this is the judge.
Okay.
Okay, the judge.
Don't get mad at Lexi. She's not the judge.
I'm not the judge. I'm not your mom. Okay? The fact of the matter is that no other defendant would be permitted to move to substitute the United States in his place 15 months after trial and the entry of judgment against him, Judge Denny Chin wrote. Not me, the judge. The court appropriately declined to convene en banc to revisit this issue.
Wouldn't even bother.
A separate jury in an earlier trial awarded Carroll $5 million in damages after holding Trump liable for defamation and sexual abuse.
Why?
It was in damages after holding Trump liable for defamation and sexual abuse. The Second Circuit previously rejected each of Trump's appellate efforts in that case.
That's every appeal.
So every appeal, guys, we're just telling you what's in the article, okay? He has tried multiple times to appeal this case.
Not only the defamation, but the sexual abuse.
The sexual abuse and the defamation he has tried to appeal, and guess what?
Every single time.
Every single time, the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals rejects it.
They don't want to hear it.
In a response to Wednesday's ruling, okay, this happened on Wednesday. This is a response to the ruling. Carroll's attorney said in a statement, "We are pleased that the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit has denied Trump's petition for an en banc hearing in connection with the verdict from the second jury trial."
A second jury. That's crazy. There you have it. That's like. I mean, we don't even have to tell you what it is or isn't. There you have it.
Those are the facts. That's on the screen. You don't believe us.
We looked
you can do your own research. You can do your own homework. You can look up all the words and phrases that you are unsure about so you can get to your truth.
We've already done our part.
Right.
We've done our part. Here's a fun one to end on. Busta Rhymes settles horrible boss lawsuit after allegedly punching his assistant. That's a hell of a jacket, though. I'll give him that.
Not punching his assistant. That's not what I'm clapping.
You don't want.
I'm clapping at the fact that he has a really nice outfit.
If you got an outfit like that, does that mean you get to punch your assistants? I hope not. I just want that. I just want the outfit. All right. Busta Rhymes settles a lawsuit. I told you the music industry is all about sitting in court, punching your assistants. Can you believe that?
You want to be in the music industry? Get to punch your assistant
Right.
in court.
Me and Lexi are getting a new assistant just so we can punch him. Busta Rhymes settles a lawsuit filed by his former personal assistant who claimed the rapper attacked and punched him in the face. Busta Rhymes has settled a legal battle with his former personal assistant, Dashiell Gables, who alleged that the rapper attacked and punched him in the face in a work-related dispute. Rhymes had denied the allegations, filing defamation countersuit.
So everyone's defaming each other, huh?
Oh, God.
Fucking.
You already know what I want to say. In response to a claim Gables was extorting him, the terms of the settlement were not disclosed. You know, that's why they love to do the settle thing. Because if you settle, you can give somebody a bag of weed and call it off, you know? Mm-hmm. As a matter was settled via private mediation, quote, the parties are finalizing the settlement documentation and anticipate it will be included and completed in 10 days. Attorney for the both parties said wrote in a letter to the judge filed this week. The judge ordered them to file a formal motion for settlement. Also, they tried to handle it in the hood. It was like, yeah, you think, we settled it. We don't want to talk about it anymore. And it was like, no. You guys still got to go. Right, you guys wanted to do this role-playing snitch bullshit. You guys wanted to act like civilians and talk it out in front of
civilians.
Right. I thought your name was Busta Gat or whatever. You should have been on that. Wait a minute.
All y'all said money want to do defamation fucking lawsuits. Y'all need to find something else to do. Make the music.
You're right. Wow.
I hate to sound like that, but make the fucking music.
Busta Rhymes, would ya?
For real.
According to Gable's original filing back in August, Busta Rhymes became enraged and assaulted him over a delayed meal and a phone call Gables took from his young daughter while on the job. The 53-year-old rapper, whose name is Trevor Smith, was arrested and charged with murder. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm just playing. Misdemeanor. Gables, I was seeing if you guys are still with me. Gables filed an assault and battery lawsuit. Of course he did. Bunch of badass rappers calling the police,
Right.
invoking the Federal Fair Labor Standards Act. Like, what the fuck?
My goodness gracious.
Holy shit. And
The act
I know.
involved.
And claiming that he was subject to workspace abuse.
Oh my God.
He also claimed that he had been blackballed. And he could have been downballed from the hip hop industry after the alleged incident. Hold on. So he got punched in the face and then blackballed. Sounds like a Halo move.
This sounds like a wrestling fucking
Oh man.
move.
I know if Busta Rhymes ever gets into the WWE, that's gonna be his finisher.
He's
the
the-
black ball. He's gonna black. You know, put his. Thank you so much to the New England Hall of Fame. Shout out to everybody who watched this evening. We'll see you guys next. Not this. Next Wednesday.
Love you. Bye.
Peace.